Right, slight technical hitch there. You'll have to forgive us, but we can now bring you the detail of the story we mentioned earlier. Johnson Asiedu Nketia, General Secretary of the NDC, complained about how the Electoral Commission failed to convene an IPAC meeting to deliberate on the guidelines for the conduct of the elections, by elections he refers to the Ayawaso West Wuogon elections. He described that situation as worrying. Now, he wants the Commission to provide clarity on the matters, and he's been speaking to Kwesi Parker-Wilson.
What is worrying us is that up to now, Electoral Commission hasn't called any IPAC meeting for us, as stakeholders, to input into the fixing of date for the elections and all that, and the roadmap leading to the election. We are in limbo now as to when the date of the elections will happen, because the law says that these things must happen within 60 days. It didn't say that on 60 days. So perhaps apart from the ruling party, we may not know when the election will take place. It is in the.
But have you written a letter to them? Have you tried to inquire from them why perhaps they are delaying in convening an IPAC meeting?
Well, we haven't done that, but I guess this is part of the communication to them as well. So it is something that is worrisome to us. Again, social media replete with stories about transfer of votes into the affected area, that is the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency. Our rules of election in this country prohibit the transfer of votes during by-elections into the area affected by the by-election. The reasoning being that if you allow for transfer of votes into a constituency that is a subject of by-election, then it's like every party will be mobilizing their supporters from neighboring, constituencies to come. And it can even happen that the number of voters who will be transferred into the constituency will far outnumber the original voters in the constituency. So the results will be an imposition of an MP by outsiders on the good people of Ayawaso West Wuogon. We have possession of the 2016 voters register for Ayawaso West Wuogon, and as far as we are concerned, no limited registration has taken place since then. And this register we are holding was given to us by the Electoral Commission. We have actually written to them to give us a copy of the voters register which will be used in the conduct of these elections. We hope they haven't answered yet. They haven't replied as yet, but it will be in their own interest, because they have a credibility deficit as we speak now. Clearly, Electoral Commission, as it is presently constituted, has a huge credibility deficit. So it is in their interest to work to cover up for that deficit. But so if they begin doing things that lack transparency, then this country will be in for trouble.
So you think that they have to come out to clearly state their position on the fact that the Commission has begun a transfer of vote exercise within the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency?
So they have to come out to say that they have not, going by the rules, they are not allowing any transfer of votes into Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency, and indeed it is an illegality for anybody to attempt to transfer votes into that constituency. And also make a statement to the effect that the same register that was used for the 2016 election is what is going to be used for the election. Then everybody can be working with the registers that we have.